Do me a favor, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. You already know who it is, man. It's your boy, Reggie. So we've got some pretty devastating news coming out of Los Angeles. But before we get to that news, I actually came across a clip from Nick Young. Now, if you guys don't know, Nick Young is a former Laker. He actually played with D'Angelo Russell on the Lakers about 8-9 years ago. Now, they had a falling out because D'Angelo Russell essentially recorded Nick Young talking about cheating on Iggy Azalea, and then he pretty much put the footage out onto the internet. So Magic Johnson, who was, running the team at the time, he traded D'Angelo Russell pretty much because of that incident. And Nick Young, ladies and gentlemen, he's still pissed off about that entire situation. So he went on Vlad TV and he had this to say about D'Angelo Russell and the Los Angeles Lakers.
Well, Lakers fired their entire coaching staff after 2 seasons. You went in on Darvin Ham.
They cooked
You went in. You did like a 10-minute video roasting him.
They sauteed the ham, but everybody knew it was coming. And I was making fun of him, but the Lakers just didn't have the staff. The team, they depended on D-Lo, and that.
He's talking about you right now. You the locker room. He said all the players to practice.
Putting your faith in that. But they wasn't running plays. They had Denver down by 20 at one point. There's no way they're supposed to come back and win the game. They stopped going to AD. You're supposed to call timeouts and get people involved. And that's where I felt like Ham wasn't his strong suit. That wasn't his strong suit. The strategic, whatever, the strategy inside the game with calling plays,
Bro,
getting
what are
people
you talking
going.
about, man?
When you see somebody making a comeback, call a timeout, stop the run, that type of stuff. So he was more like, defense and old school. You don't play defense, we gonna run you in practice tomorrow, that type of play.
Well, speaking of D'Lo, you call him a bitch. Earlier in the year, you said it was over after he refused to join the Lakers huddle.
He's talking about you right now. The locker room.
Yeah.
He said all the
that
players.
That game 3 was tough for him. And I know I like to pick fun at him, but you just seen the writing on the wall. I feel like that was a big game, and he could have changed the mindsets of what people think about him during that game. And he let the moment be bigger than him. He let it get to him. I don't even think he scored a point that game.
Mace called him a generational snitch.
What do you expect? They put their faith in the snitch, and the snitch let you down, man.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, right? Nick Young, former Laker, just said it. The Lakers should have traded this clown, D'Angelo Russell, but they put their faith in a snitch, and the snitch let us down. So it is what it is. Now, it's actually going to get worse, right? Believe it or not, because I came across an article that absolutely devastated me, right? And pretty much the article goes on to say that the Lakers might have to bring D'Angelo Russell back this season. So the article says that LA is considering re-signing D'Angelo Russell if he opts out of his current contract. So it says a source informs Anthony Irwin of Lakers Daily that LA's management will encourage him to agree to a new one-season contract, set to pay him more than his player option should he opt out. It's to make him more tradable mid-season, but we've heard that song and dance before. LA was hoping to make him an appealing trade chip at last year's trade deadline, but failed to drum up much interest, in part because of his flexibility this summer. Why LA expects a better result this year is beyond us. So then it goes on to talk about how, D'Angelo Russell was performing well in the regular season, and then obviously once we got to the playoffs, his production fell off of a cliff. And then it goes on to say that Irwin reports that LA is open to beginning the season with Russell and shooting guard Austin Reeves as its starting backcourt, and would hope to move off of Russell midseason. Given that this did not happen last year, it's stunning to think the Lakers expect a different result in 2024-2025. If Russell does opt out, LA should thank its lucky stars and pivot to another option at the point. So once again, here we go, another season, ladies and gentlemen, where we might be stuck with this ridiculous backcourt of Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell. Okay. Now, I've been very vocal about this on this show. These two guys can't guard a parked car. Okay. They're the reason why we continue to lose ever since these two bums have become a major part of what we're trying to do. All the Lakers have done is lose. And nobody wants to point that out, right? Ever since Austin Reeves became a starter, we got swept in the Western Conference Finals. He goes to Team USA. They don't even get a medal. He comes back last season and he gets benched 8 games into the season. They put his ass back into the starting lineup and we basically get gentlemen swept this year. The same with D'Angelo Russell. Okay. We're not going to win with these frauds. So I get it. Everybody wants to get on D'Angelo Russell, and we do it here too. I want him off the team too. But Austin Reeves does not escape criticism over here, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe on the other channels he does, but not over here. He's about as big of a fraud to me as D'Angelo Russell. And if you're not going to move him, at the very least, you need to put his ass back on the bench. So I'm honestly, man, to be honest with you guys, I'm disgusted at this point. You know, another season with D'Angelo Russell. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. I mean, just let the guy walk, bro. Seriously. I mean, you should have traded him. What's going to be different next year, right? What's going to be different? You're going to keep him to the trade deadline next year and hope to trade him again next season? Like, come on, man. This is stupid, bro. Let the guy walk. Cut your losses, and let's move on, man. Put Austin ass back on the bench, and let's get some guys in here. Let's go get DeJounte. Let's go get a Donovan Mitchell. Let's go get some guys in here that can actually play, all right? Enough is enough, man. Rob Pelinka, you should have done the deal for DeJounte. I don't care what they wanted. Rui, Austin, D'Lo, a pick, you should have done it, because guess what? DeJounte is better than all them bums, period. We would have had a much better chance with DeJounte Murray than with D'Lo, Austin Reeves, and I hate to even say it, but with Rui Hachimura as well. And I like Rui, but he can go too. We need wholesale changes, ladies and gentlemen, on this damn team, especially in our starting lineup. The starting five is just not good enough. Like I said, Austin and D'Lo, the two worst defenders on the team. If you don't believe me, go look it up. All we do with these guys is lose, okay? So y'all can come in the comments all y'all want, and y'all can try to sell me on Austin Reeves and D'Lo as a backcourt. Listen, stop, okay? Those guys are not winners. They haven't won on any level. And it just is what it is. They're hiding behind the greatness of LeBron and AD. If it wasn't for LeBron and AD, Austin Reeves would have been exposed. So yeah, man, that's really all I got. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this topic in the comments down below. More devastating news comes out about the Lakers, man, and this clown D'Angelo Russell. I'm at a loss for words, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. This was another installment of The Locker Room. Peace.